we're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start with the option. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. This is Hunt, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
They pitch it out to Hunt. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 6-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. A carry here for the big tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll look to throw right away. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Wants a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The first down screen pass, good for 5. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Short going with a tight end. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Chiefs 14, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Browns 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 31.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Harrison on the tackle.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. Where the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we scored touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, it's Alexander.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 49, check 49.
Operating from the gun, Jones looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
We got 4. We got 4.
Jones now on the keeper. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jones. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
3-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jones throwing on 4th down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bailey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So first thing crossing my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go back to the air here after the IMT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones. That one is caught by Hunt. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
26-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Got to do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give, right side. Colvin. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54 Mike. Check, check. 154. 154. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Let's get there. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 18. Big series right here.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 23-yard line.
He's checking play. Shit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mahomes going to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Kansas City.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Jones now on 1st down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it'll be second and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now this likely a must-have, third and goal.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Heavy on the end.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Watch the screen.
Now Jones. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 30, past the 20, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Well, the drive starts with a completion, left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Their own 44-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go, D. Let's go.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Jones throwing on 1st down. And he finds who else? Watkins. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at
from the gun. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
You